Chris Jacobs back with you again. I'm now out on the show lawn with two Quail Legends, my good friend Wayne Carini and my new friend Dick McClure. Now, you guys, I think, Dick, I know you have. Have you been to every Quail also?
I have. I've been to every Quail event, and that's how I met my friend Dick McClure. Dick, how many events have you been to?
All 19.
19 events. And the really cool thing about Dick is that he builds a car out of a pile of rust every year and brings it on the Quail Rally and then shows it on the lawn here at the Quail. So tell us about the car you brought today.
Well, this car was advertised online for a long time, and it was a rust bucket beyond hope. Or so most of the people thought. I looked at it and said, hey, there's a challenge. Why not try it? And online, the price kept coming down and down and down. And when it got to a certain point, I made an offer, and of course it was accepted.
And here it is today on the lawn at the Quail. It's an unbelievable challenge to do that. But Dick is not only a car restorer and shows cars here at the Quail, he's also one of the catalysts of the Quail event. And he's part of the team that puts this on, and he gives so much to the Quail. So tell us how that happened.
Well, I just met some of the people, Gordon McCall and Sir Michael Kaduri and Philip and Courtney and, just the Quail team. And I became an advisor because I just throw out some ideas. Some of them stick, some of them don't. But it's been an honor and a joy to be a part of this all along.
I'll tell you, Chris, what a beautiful day it is today to have a car show.
It is the perfect Monterey setting, and you guys were talking about how many years you've been here to the Quail. It's 19 years, but it actually began in 2002. 1 year was missed, 2020, because of the pandemic. So next year is going to be a big year, the 20th Quail. And you were telling me a little bit before we started shooting here about the history of the Quail and how it started.
This property originally hosted during Monterey Car Week Concorso Italiano, and it was all Italian cars, and it grew from what was the main fairway here to all the way around to the 18th fairway, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It got too big. And when their contract expired, it was Sir Michael's idea and Gordon McCall's idea to have a smaller event that was basically kind of a five-star food event and social gathering where cars showed up. And that's how the evolution of the Quail started. And obviously, it's been a pretty good event since then.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, it continues to grow and get better and better. And so very appropriate that the car you have here this year is an Alpha.
Well, I like to pick a car that is a restoration project every year with the destination being the Quail, the rally and the car show. I think we've been successful over the past few years.
We have, and the rally's spectacular too, doing that with it. Now, Dick's got a little rondelle over here, and what normally that would be for a number of the car, a race car, but Dick has that area so all of his friends can sign the car. So this car will go.
And I notice it's relatively blank.
It's we're waiting for the end of the day. It's not going to be blank, and we're going to have Chris sign it as well.
You ready?
I'm ready. Yeah, and I'm lefty, so this works.
All right,
ready?
Sign away.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Well done.
Now
it's
the car's
my honor to sign your car. And, Dick, I want to ask you a little bit more about the inaugural Quail back in 2002. What was the car you brought back then, and what was your inspiration for starting this tradition?
Just happy to be a part of this event. I mean, I love Quail, love Quail Lodge. I love the hospitality that's presented here. And the first car we brought was the car that I bought when I was 16 years old, a 1953 MGTD that I've had for 50 years. And it was an eligible car. We had a blast in it. Didn't do the rally that year, though. Just came to the car event. And the special part of it is, and why I remember it so much, is I got married the next night to my wife, Caroline. So no matter what, you guys, I never forget my anniversary. It's always Saturday night after the Quail.
Very smart. And Wayne, how did you guys meet?
And actually, I was at that wedding. I was the flower girl.
He was the ring bearer.
And he'll never forget either. Wayne will never forget either. How did you two meet?
No, it was just a mutual friend, Jeff Oland, who sold Ferrari parts, and Dick had a Ferrari, and we actually ended up going on the California Mille together in his Buono, I think it was, your Buono, Elana. And that's how we met, and we've been best friends ever since. And so cars bring people together, and we have so much fun. We laugh, and that's the great thing about Dick, is we talk at least 3 or 4 times a week just to laugh. Yeah. That's all. Tell jokes and enjoy each other's company.
That's a perfect example of the emotional connection that people have, not only to the cars, but to the people they meet through the cars, and your friendship is certainly an enduring one and a great example of the love of cars.
Priceless.
Yes. Yep, that's what a lot of people say about Wayne, both in his personality and the cars that he sells. Priceless.
Well, we're gonna go down and look at Ralph Marano's car. So why don't we head down that way and do that? Why don't you come with us, Dick?
Let's wander. Yeah, come on with us.
You just never know, Chris, what you're going to see here either. So we've got all these great displays. You got Rolls-Royce over here. They always show cars with unusual colors. Look at the color combination of the interior of that gray car.
Yeah, it's really amazing. And obviously, you know, the Tiffany blue and then the purple on the end. Very, very showy and kind of perfect for the Quail, right?
It is, and what's really become famous about the Quail is they're doing their unveilings. So there's, I think there's 19 unveilings today of different cars and different materials used in cars. So we're just walking past McLaren. They're going to be unveiling their car just after lunch.
And Dick, is there anything this year that you're looking forward to seeing the debut of?
All of them. This is a special event, and there's nothing that's going to be unveiled that isn't something special.
Yeah, we earlier covered the Koenigsegg debut and the Porsche GT RS car, which is unbelievable. Porsche once again setting the bar for, you know, street legal race cars, basically.
Right, that's what they are.
Really looked amazing. And the Cadillac display, incredible also with their concept car up there. And have you guys had a chance to go by the Lincoln display and see the rolling living room they have over there?
Thing? My God.
Amazing. Did you get a chance to see that yet, Dick?
So huge.
All special stuff.
We were at Mercedes yesterday, and they had a Maybach, and it's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's monstrous. I think that's the new norm, is getting large cars. So this is Ralph's car. Unfortunately, Ralph's not here.
From the car designers from the 1930s to 1940s, it's still amazing that vision and craftsmanship is still carried on today, and it's shown here unbelievably.
Now, Wayne, obviously Ralph mostly known for Packards, but this Matford is a very special car. The history of it is quite interesting, a partnership between a French company and, of course, Ford, and the name is a mashup of those two company names.
That's right. That's what it came from. So, I mean, we have a Landuette where the front top tucks back in underneath the rear top, and so you would get a little shade for the passengers in the back and get sunshine in the front. It's got trafficators on the side. It's a one-off car. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. And shows what Ford could do by taking on other coach builders into their alleys. So
and also shows how history can affect the lifespan of a car company, because originally when these two companies got together, they had planned on building cars for many, many years.
Yes, they did.
They only built them from 1932 to 1940 because of the influence of World War II.
That's right. But, I mean, what beautiful styling on this car. And there's actually a fin I'll show you in the back. And, of course, the Mayfair Matford emblem in the side skirts. But this right here,
yes,
that is really beautiful.
Yes, and that's something that probably the French had more of an influence on than Ford Motor Company did.
Yes. I think this was just a reflection of what their designs were back then.
Yeah, and so the French Automotive Company had the facility. Ford had the money, so they came together. They retrofitted their facility and started producing cars.
Right.
And, you know, this is an unusual build. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a Matford before in person, so I'm happy to see it. And certainly, you know, a lot of the car world maybe has never even heard of a Matford.
Well, that's what's so cool about the Quail. You're able to see things like this.
Yeah.
You know, not too many places you can see one-off cars.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping to have a chance to talk to Ralph, but we'll catch up with him eventually because he's such an interesting guy.
He's
and
a character.
Talk about a passionate car guy.
He is. And he's one of my best friends, sort of like Dick. You know, you have great car friends in your life, and between Ralph and Dick, are my two best.
Yeah.
But it goes beyond cars.
It does.
Sometimes when we get together, we don't even talk about
That's
cars.
right.
We talk
That's
about
right.
life, family, everything.
All
That's
votes
right.
must be
That's right.
submitted by 11 o'clock.
So obviously,
Once your vote has been submitted,
Dick
you
is
will
more
receive
of
a
an import-centric person, and Ralph more of a continental type of a person.
He is,
He's more
but, you know, he's got a
interested in
great
US cars.
Packard collection. He's got the largest Packard collection in the world.
Yeah.
But yet now he's looking into coach-built cars from Europe on American chassis.
Yeah.
And that's his new thing.
Gorgeous car.
Some of this stuff, I mean, I consider myself a pretty good car historian. I didn't know some of this stuff even existed that Ralph has. Unbelievable.
Really cool. And he's so wonderful about sharing his collection with the public too. You know, some collections you can never get a chance to get in and see, but Ralph's collection is right there for
He's
public
welcoming
consumption.
everybody to come, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's great. Wayne, Dick, I want to thank you guys very much for joining us here. And it was wonderful to become your friend. And Wayne, it's always great to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, bud.
All right, buddy.